Yes. Yes. Oh my god, yes. It's the biggest blockbuster of the year, folks. Xbox is back. Xbox One. Where did that new voice guy go? Anyways, here it is. Oh boy. I didn't play the first one, so maybe I need this recap. Interesting conversations
Senua,
being had about this game.
the outcast who became a warrior, faced her demons.
The big argument I had on Twitter.com the other day, which, by the way, yes, it will always be Twitter.com, where no one is calling it X. Elon Musk, go fucking suck yourself off some more, bitch. We ain't calling it X!
Just like her mother Galena.
The idea that to support these devs, that even if you have Game Pass, you should purchase this game up front.
The world differently.
And so in the argument, I was like, I didn't play the first one. What if I don't know if I like this? There's YouTube.
By the sin
I just like, how cucked are we as a society where there's a subscription service out there that could help you test a product out before owning it, and there are people fucking stupid enough to be like, no, you should just buy it up front. Ninja Theory, did I find your sock accounts? Listen, I love my game devs. I love them.
he gave light
They give me wonderful gifts and wonderful video games.
to her body,
Not all of them. Some of them more than others.
but the voice of her father stayed with
But
her.
the fucking, just the stupidity,
And when
the
plague
balls you have to be like, no, you should buy this. Just support the devs. Mind you, this all came about after Microsoft closed Tango Studios, which made Hi-Fi Rush, which Microsoft themselves called a fucking success. And what's her name? The new woman at the top of Xbox, literally like a month or two ago, tweeted at them like, "Happy birthday, Tango Studios, and to many more," and then closed.
she took the head of her beloved.
So now everyone was like, oh god, Ninja Theory's probably next. They need to make a banger. Let's all support Hellblade 2. And it's like, what the fuck? What?
She
What?
to find the secret path
What?
that would lead her to the very gate.
I don't know. That was Little John or Jontron. Somewhere in between. Little Jontron.
Marked by
Maybe less racist, though.
vision. Senua had to
No,
find the god
absolutely not. And then, by the way, I was like, by the way, the conversation wasn't too nuts here. At this point, I was like, I own a house. I have a child, a beautiful daughter, and her mom, my beautiful girlfriend, and that stuff costs money, and I don't want to give these people my money if they haven't earned it.
to face with defeat.
And then, like, the dogpiling started. They must have felt threatened. Likely basement-dwelling incels, 300 pounds, not 6 feet tall, likely a neckbeard, likely don't have to worry about a girlfriend and or someone reproducing with them. In the near future, I'm guessing. In the near future! Maybe someday. Maybe someday they get their head out of their ass. Hey, buddy, when you go to the car dealership, do you just buy the car? You don't just sit in it? You don't at least look at it?
The shards
Test drive? None of that? No? Really? Don't give me that bullshit either that, rich people just buy cars. No, I know rich people. I knew a rich person, and he drove and tested cars all the same. Fucking, it was one of the most what the fuck conversations are we having ever. You all realize Microsoft pays these companies to put these on Game Pass, even if it's one of their own studios. They pay them. They gave fucking Rockstar Entertainment, I think, $200 million to put fucking GTA 5 on Game Pass for all of 6 months. Now, not every game is GTA 5. Not every game is getting $200 million. Probably not even close to that.
for her beloved's release.
Fucking, it's all because of that Activision. That ex-Activision dev was like, oh yeah, the community hates fucking Game Pass. It's killed everyone's appetite to want to make good games. Shut the fuck up. No, it hasn't. Explain Lies of P then. Go ahead, I'll wait. The Lies of P team actually was very, very thankful for Game Pass. And they themselves said, we don't think the game would have done as well if people were going to have to fork over $70 plus tax for this.
With her.
So we were thankful that Xbox Game Pass gave people a chance to fucking try it out. And by the way, I've tried games on Xbox Game Pass, and I've ended up buying them because of Game Pass. Okay? Where do you think Xbox gets the money to pay the companies to put the games on? Oh, yeah, this is how you teach someone to play a game. Yeah, no, here, just all the buttons on the screen at once. Any game that does this, I fucking hate it. I hate it. I get that these are all very easy, rudimentary controls here. It's pretty standard. Heavy attack, interact, fast. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Most games are the same. But, like, come on, man. Even Demon Souls has a fucking, you hit the bloodstains at the beginning of the game, and it's like, use your joystick to move. Attack with X. Shield with whatever the fuck shield is in that game. Left, gun clip thing, trigger. Left. What do we call these things? L2. I'm gonna take the PlayStation controller there. L2. What does Xbox call them? The triggers? It's the triggers and the buttons. Anyway. I bought RoboQuest. I bought Remnant 2, which, hey man, where's your Remnant 2 playthrough? You know, folks, once in a while I download a game and I say, you know what? I'm not going to put this on Twitch. I'm not going to put this on YouTube. I'm going to simply enjoy myself. And that's going to be it. That's going to be it. I did it with Persona 5, never finished it. I put about 30 hours into it, and the game was fine. It was really good. It was really like a chill game that I would play at night as my newborn I was waiting for her to fall asleep in her swing. Don't worry, I fed her. I changed her diaper. Trust me, when you have a newborn, unless you're directly holding her, there's a lot of downtime. Free Stellar Blade crowd. You don't need to pay attention to that last part. You won't ever have a child or a family. Sorry. Hey, there's time for you to fucking stop being an idiot. Anyways. Xbox, what happened, man? What happened? The first midnight release I ever went to was fucking Halo 2 on the original Xbox. First ever midnight release. Gears of War 2 for the 360. Oh my god, one of my best friends from high school. He just got back from Afghanistan like the day before it came out, and you better believe we went to the midnight release of that, and we were up all night playing it. I think we went to bed at like 8 o'clock in the morning. We were like trying to beat it. Remember back in the day? People used to make these games called co-op, where you and a friend could hold a controller, plug it into the TV, and then you both could play it at the same time, split screen, on the TV. I know. Everyone under the age of 25 just shit in their own father's mouth, and their dad probably just ripped the fucking oven door off the hinges, okay? I know. Crazy thought. Like, the 360 was it, man. The Xbox One sucked for the most part. I enjoyed my Halo and Gears on that, and that was about it. I enjoyed the snap ability, so you could have like Netflix on in the background while playing a game on the other side of the screen. Great for Diablo or any, turn your brain off and hit the buttons game. They removed it. And no console has done it since. Probably my favorite feature of any fucking modern console. And they were like, no, boo. Nope, never doing that again. Why? Who did that? What feature? Who did that hurt? Anyways, I'm getting off topic, and I've missed the entirety of what's going on. Don't worry, I did it for Final Fantasy 16 as well. I had no idea what was going on. I had a rough idea. And I still enjoyed the hell out of this. Listen, if I like this game like 2 hours in, even though it's a 5-hour game, maybe they do get my money. But if anything, Microsoft has proven, even if a game does sell, even if they do get your money, or it reaches a lot of players, Clearly no studio is safe. What else did Ninja Theory make? I feel like I've played a lot of games with them. Oh my god, it's Tomar! It's Joshua fucking Tomar! Games made by Ninja Theory.
Ninja Theory is known for releasing 15 video games.
Oh my god, they made the worst Devil May Cry. Oh my god, phone, shut up! God damn it. Okay, so they made the worst Devil May Cry, you know, that DMC. Kung Fu Chaos, Disney Infinity. I feel like I've played way more by this company. Didn't they make all the fucking... Who makes the... Wow. Yeah, this company's done. I'm not trying to make light of it, man. I'm not. Whoa, this is pretty. I can already tell that this is going to be one of those games that focused on making it pretty instead of making it fun. Oh boy, here we go. Opening with the names. Cool, it literally let me walk forward an inch. Hey, maybe the combat will be fun as hell. By the way, some other fucking dipshit was like, how many single player, one player, narrative driven story games have you played for free and then bought? A little game called Final Fantasy 16. Not sure if that fits your category, you fucking dumbass. You thought you cooked, bitch. You thought you cooked. How about this? And I say this is for all companies and all games. If you don't release a demo, I don't know how confident you are in your product. Hey man, God of War Ragnarok didn't release a demo. Yeah, I know. There are some that maybe could get away with not doing it because they know they're cooking. I think we can all agree. I know there's some edgy 20-somethings and teenagers who are like, ugh, walk the game. Yeah, okay. Sure, man. Go back to playing Minecraft or Fortnite, okay? The adults are talking now, okay? Okay, go on. Take your nappy, okay? Wait, get back here. You forgot your juice. Bring your juice. All right, I'll be in 10 minutes to tuck you in. Fucking babies. All right, this woman looks like she is having the worst day ever. If that gaming list I saw was accurate, Jesus. I have to agree with some things that people have said, by the way. This game was in development for 6 years? And it's a 5-hour game? Now, I'm sure it's like probably 5 to 8, give or take. I have no idea what this is. I have no idea. I'm going in completely blind. By the way, back to the YouTube comment. This is the dumbest fucking thing I ever heard. No one on this planet is going to know if they like a game or not unless they play it. Game Pass gives me a way to play more games than I've ever played. I love the subscription services. If you don't, go fuck yourself. Okay? If any dev has really thought, ugh, our game's going to PlayStation Plus. Ugh, our game's going to Game Pass. I guess I won't try. Well, then fuck that dev. That dev can lose his job. The Lies of P devs seem to not care. By the way, Lies of P, I tried that game. It's one of the most watched videos on the channel. It's only 2 episodes long. It's just, I'm not into the Souls-like thing. Elden Ring is my one Souls-like game that I can deal with because it is open world and because I can go grind away XP, which will overpower me, which makes my own little easy mode. There's also the Mimic tier, and, you know, you can find all the seeds to give yourself the mass fucking flasks. There's the blood loss, which everyone is, it's casual. Well, good, I don't care. I don't care. What's the Stephen A. Smith GIF. We don't care. We don't care. So at least I can cheese the game hard enough to where I'm enjoying it, and that's exactly what happened in Elden Ring. I beat the game for the very first time, I think at level 191. New Game Plus has been fun. I'm only on New Game Plus but one. I haven't played the game in months. I don't think I played it at all in 2023 either. So it's been over a year and a half maybe since I've played that, which we'll be doing the DLC, don't worry. But the linear Souls likes, not a fan. For like half a minute, I got into, what was it, Demon Souls, the remake on PS5. I finally got past the first area, and I was like, wait, this is kind of cool. This is kind of relaxing in a way. And, I tried going to the next 3 or 4 areas and just got my ass handed to me, and then handed to me, and then handed to me again. And I was like, all right. First off, Holy Beautiful. Holy Beautiful. This is fucking insane. Obviously, I haven't seen much yet, and this is very, what are we really doing here yet? Will the game perform like this while I'm doing combat? Who knows? But right now, this is... I would give this God of War an Horizon level credit. Horizon. Don't even get me started on that game. I tried that game on PlayStation Plus. I did not like it. I'm sorry. I just didn't like it. It's just so boring. And it's the people who like it are so fucking weird. They're so please. Please like our game. Look at all these pretty screenshots. Look at this video of me fighting this big boss. It's it's so cool. It's like Shadow of the Colossus. Like my game. To all of you bragging about the fact that the first two have sold 32 million, you know it came bundled with the PS5 console, right? So, I mean, that is 100% an industry plant game. I stand behind that one. Oh, it's 17 minutes in and I have yet to fight someone. This is too long, man. It's too long. I wish games would stop doing this. For all you Xbox fans that hate PlayStation and rag on Final Fantasy and God of War, boy oh boy, I can't wait to see your opinions on this one. What's the other big thing now? So apparently this game is scoring 80s on Metacritic. Why does anyone care about fucking review scores? Why? Why do any of you care? Why? I don't even know what half the games I've played in my life scored on Metacritic. I have zero idea. I have no idea. But there are fucking nerds that go to Metacritic and go, 81, no one's gonna like your game. It has a bad score on Metacritic. I already own this game and I'm playing it and I'm having fun. Do I have to care what the Metacritic score is? What? Oh my god, what is this? What, am I supposed to do something with the magic rock here? I can already fucking, this game will not get the Starfield treatment from me. I gave Starfield 12 to 15 hours of my life, and this game's gonna get one of it. What the fuck? Am I supposed to do something here? Okay, yay, I hit the right trigger. Cool. Almost 20 minutes in now. It would be really, really shitty if something cool happened. By the way, God of War Ragnarok, I think you go Well, we'd have to count that sled sequence. Once you get off the sled, though, and pet your doggies, I think that's like 11 minutes. Follow who? Where am I going? This way? Okay. Boy, this team got their nuts off with looks. Listen, man, I'm just waiting for the rest of the industry to catch up to fucking Nintendo. I really am. Chasing the graphics unicorn, it's just a fool's errand at this point. It just really is. Like, does any game really look better than the other one? The ones that are at least trying to push the envelope? You know? And another game we're playing right now, so we're playing Warhammer Bolt Gun, which is on Game Pass, and I played it, and then I bought it for $20. Look at how that works. I played it, I liked it, you know, I did a little try before I buy, and then I bought. That's how you earn my money. You make a good, solid game that you're excited to release and play. I know. Insane concept. Let me even tell you, they used to even have demo discs back in the day. Game companies would put a demo disc out with like 4 to 6 games on it, and you could test them all and see which ones you liked. That's how I fucking played Crash Bandicoot for the first time. All right, do I finally get to... I don't know, we need to heal. Can I have a pody on, please? May I heal? Senua. All right, is there any fucking combat here? Come on, man, I'm 20 minutes in. Just let me play the game. You know, I rag on the Dark Souls play style a lot. I have to say, one thing I'm really starting to come around is how they just fucking, like, drop you in and are like, here you go, game. Here's game. That's obviously the complete other side of this fence, okay? I'm not saying either of the extreme is perfect, but somewhere in the middle there, we do things the right way. Where in fuck do you want me to go? There's 3 ways you can drop the gamer off in your game. You could pretend you're a mom and dad going to get smokes, but really you're just dropping the kid off at the orphanage and you're never going to speak to that kid again. That's Dark Souls. Then there's hold the kid's hand through literally his first 40 years of school. That's over tutorializing it. That's you know, like Pokemon and a few others. I mean, I wasn't happy with how long Final Fantasy XVI's tutorial is, but once you play it, they let you skip it every other time you start the game. And then there's just the perfect, like, your mom and dad drive you up to the school, they say, have a great day, and you go, I don't know what door I'm supposed to be at. And then your mom or dad looks at the sheet, and they go, oh, you're at door 18. And then they go, oh, okay, thanks, mom and dad, bye, I got it from here. And then you go to school, and then that's it. That's like the perfect tutorial. I think both God of War games were pretty good with that. Both new ones. Trying to think, what else is like a perfect tutorial? Speaking of Pokemon, would it fucking kill you for one game to just ask the player when they boot it up the first time, are you familiar with Pokemon? Yes or no? And if they say yes, you skip that fucking long line at the DMV. That is fucking Pokemon tutorials. And I get it. Every Pokemon game is some kid's first game. Believe it or not, there are kids who played Scarlet and Violet and had no idea what a fucking Pokeball was. Okay? Which is funny because I played Red and Blue and there was no tutorial on that. I had to figure that shit out on my own. Back to this, though. Back to Game Pass. Game Pass is good. PlayStation Plus is good. Notice you're only hearing about Game Pass on the Xbox platform is killing games. But you're not hearing about how PlayStation Plus is killing games. Granted, PlayStation Plus isn't putting a whole lot of first day one big titles on there. But I mean, Xbox's whole business model right now is like, let's grow Game Pass. Let's grow Game Pass and let's grow the ecosystem. Fine. How you going to grow Game Pass? You got to put bangers on there. You got to put your big Call of Duty and Activision games on there. Which, by the way, it is fucking hilarious if any of those articles are true, that Microsoft had to, like, think about it. Like, should we put the new Call of Duty this November on Game Pass? Bitch, you spent $70 billion and you didn't know what you were going to do with it? Did Microsoft not, like, ask for a plan? Did no one at Microsoft look at Phil Spencer and say, $70 billion, huh? You got a plan here? Yeah, we're gonna own Call of Duty then. All right, cool. What's the next plan? Take it off PlayStation? Have console exclusivity with a big selling title? No, they have a 10-year deal already in place, and we can't cancel it. Marvelous. All right, want to put it on Game Pass? Well, it might cannibalize sales. Gotcha. All right, so how are you going to grow Game Pass? Put big games on it, like Call of Duty. Yeah, wow. Then you have the Tim the Toolman Taylor. I love that was an entire thing. My parents watched the hell out of that show. And then they closed a bunch of studios because Microsoft probably stepped in and they were like, hey, what's the ROI on this $70 billion thing you bought? And they're like, wait, it's going to take time, which is a fair answer because nothing is making $70 billion in a year. But didn't they show them a roadmap? Didn't they show them some Game Pass statistics? Anything? What is going on? We are almost half an hour in now. I want to play. This is a Pokemon level starting of a game. Like, this sucks. I'm pissed. What other game was really bad in the beginning that this reminded me of? Oh, the Square Enix Avengers game. I ended up liking that game. I so badly wanted to like that game that I played through it. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to stick my period juice in this thing? What do you want? Okay. Do I focus on it again? Do I RT it? Focusing on it's not working. I'm hitting all the buttons. All of the buttons. All of the buttons. All of the buttons. Okay. Oh, fuck me. Do you want me to look at it so that it matches up with that? Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. I wish devs would focus more on gameplay and fun things rather than graphics. I really wish they would. I really wish they would. Nintendo figured it out. I don't give a fuck if you're a big Sony fanboy or a PlayStation or an Xbox fanboy. Nintendo has fucking spanked them both and taken them to the fucking woodshed. Even the PS5, which is selling well. It's doing pretty well. At this point in the Switch's lifespan, it was about 5 million ahead of where the PS5 is now. And PS5 sales are already dwindling. Not dwindling, but they're getting lower. The Switch went up every year. Its first fucking 5 years of existence. Holy fuck, man. It's sitting at 150 million sold or 145 million. It's closing in on that PS2, baby. It's going to beat it, too. And it's got graphics that are 2 gens old at this point. So why are you all bothering with this? Just make a good game. Taylor Swift once said, when I make a song, I want it to sound good with me just singing it to myself in my bedroom with an acoustic guitar. None of the fancy technological mumbo jumbo, none of the high production noises in the background, just me and my guitar. Does the song sound good? If it doesn't, she doesn't go forward with it and add it to an album. And I gotta tell you, I've heard a lot of acoustic versions of her songs. They still fucking smash. Even some of her really pop-driven songs sound good on an acoustic guitar with just someone singing into a little old microphone. I feel like video games should follow a similar pattern. If your game is not fun or interesting with like shitty pixelated like PS1 graphics, then your game is not fun or interesting. A 4K coat of paint at 60 frames with ray tracing isn't fixing your mess. Warhammer Boltgun looks like a game that came out 25 years ago, if not more. And yet, it's fun as hell. The controls are tight. The pixel art is great. That game, let's just say there's an update. Let's just say like this year, Warhammer comes out and they're like, hey, we're gonna let players play it in 4K at 60 frames with ray tracing. Oh yeah, PC players jerk off. Yeah. That would not add to the enjoyment of the game for me in the slightest. Sure, the first 5 minutes I'd be like, whoa, this looks nice. This looks cool. And then it would just be back to, I'm just enjoying the game. Oh boy, where are you people going? Folks, I got like 5 more minutes of this into me. And it's being so fucking, what, X profile? Well, there you go. You can all have my Xbox Live name, not like I hide it. It's the name of the fucking channel. I've had 0 fans, by the way, try to add me. Wait, no, that's wrong. PlayStation Plus, I've had a few add me for Helldivers. I really hope this is saved, because I want to turn this off soon and play a game that actually brings me enjoyment soon. Like Warhammer Boltgun. I really want to. I'm like itching to play it right now. God. So to circle back before I turn this off, hopefully soon. Never ever do you owe a studio your money if, especially, you have a way to play it for free. If, I will say this, if you play it for free and it turns out you really like it, then I would behoove you to buy the game and support the team that made it. If you can't afford it, no judgment here, man. Like, I get it. We spend $100 at the grocery store every week. Again, most of the PC gaming crowd and the incels that, you know, are just constantly bitching and moaning about video games, just constantly on Twitter, I just have a feeling they don't have to worry about that part. Hey, I got a sword! Grab your sword, kid! Grab your sword! No, really, like 5 more minutes and I'm done with this. Listen, just because this is a one-player game does not mean I won't buy it if I start having a good time. I have played fucking Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, like, fucking... I must have played that game all the way through 100%. At least 6 or 7 times, I think. DMC 5, I've replayed probably 3 or 4 times. Final Fantasy 16, I'm currently on New Game Plus 2. Or it's the first time I'm replaying it, so it's my second playthrough. So I guess we call that New Game Plus 1. Elden Ring is a single player. Well, no, technically no. That's online too, but I didn't play it with people. What I'm trying to say is, I will replay your one-player game fucking 400 times over if it's fun enough. Spider-Man 2, I'm like 60% through that game, and I have not played it in months. I am not the graphics police. I just got done telling you all how I don't give a shit about graphics. This water looks like garbage. Look at this. This looks genuinely awful. And the way it's bouncing off those rocks, it just looks... This looks like... This looks like a river in a PS2 game. Anyways, rest of it, gorgeous. Gorgeous. The guy who did the water did not want to be at work that day. All right. I fought one person in 35 minutes. Game devs, stop doing this. If you want my money, I'm sorry, you're going to have to not do this shit. Oh, by the way, just to make people even more mad, I don't need a game to be on Game Pass or PlayStation Plus. I have GameFly. So, you know, I can rent any game I want without giving a cent to the devs. But really, GameFly is paying for the game. So really, I am kind of supporting the devs by renting. Like, how do you think GameFly is renting me the game? Because they bought it. So I support my devs. I support my devs that make great games. There are probably great devs that work at this studio. You know what, too? You fucking idiots. There's probably great devs that work at Activision and fucking EA and all those other big megacorps that you all love to hate. You know? Just because it's a small niche studio, you gotta support it, man. Shut up. If this is what your studio does after 6 years, I'm sorry. Maybe you polish off that resume and go somewhere else. I think I will be uninstalling this from the Xbox. This has been my spiel. This has been Hellblade 2. By the way, the cutscenes are not skippable. I just want to say, when Ukulele did that, I fucking lost my mind. Because I was like, you can skip them in Banjo-Kazooie. And this is the same dev team. Same dev team. They formed Playtonic Games. Rareware of the 90s. And they fucking put an unskippable cutscene at the beginning of their game. And even if you've already played it, it's unskippable always. Unskippable cutscenes should never exist, even in a one-player narrative game. Let me skip the shit if I want to. Trust me. At the end of the day, all we want is motherfucking gameplay. I'm sorry if this studio gets closed down. We can toss it up to maybe some Microsoft ineptitude and a little bit of, what the fuck have y'all cooked, really? The fact that they made that horrible DMC game does not. I rented that game from GameFly and I played about half of it, and I was like, this sucks. And then I almost didn't play DMC 5 because that DMC game was my first ever DMC game ever. And I was like, so this is what I've been missing. This isn't very good. And then I tried 5, and DMC 5 is probably one of my top 5 favorite games of all time. But, yeah, we hope you've enjoyed Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. This is the episode 1. This is the finale. I would absolutely play this on Game Pass before you buy it. Right now, if I had paid $50 for this, I would have cried. I would have cried. There's no reason to force yourself to re-experience what happened to you as a kid on your birthday or Christmas when you'd get a game from grandma or your auntie or your mom and dad, and you were like, whoa, looks neat, and you popped that son of a bitch in your N64 or your PlayStation 1, and it was awful. It was awful, and it was the only new game you were going to get that year. Now we don't have to do that. There are ways to try before we buy, but no, the cucks online want you to just keep giving Daddy Warbucks his money. We're done. Here, if you don't believe me, here, hold on. Let's yeah, we're done. We're done. Wait, no, it's not what I wanted to do. Uninstall all. Yep, see you later. 40 gigs you will not be taking up in my Xbox. Quit! Manage game and add-ons! Cool, you're gone. Yeah, my games and apps. CL. See, these are the good games. Like Bluey, like Bluey and Fusion Frenzy. You know what I'm talking about. All right, everyone. Ninja Theory, dust off those resumes.